Well, we're live here, and uh, it's a little anticlimactic, not because there weren't a bunch of great bids, but just because we had not really prepared a huge production for the end of the auction. But we've got some, but Jan is here, and we are selling some really cool things, and. Uh, so we're going to probably have more of these, and we're going to continue to sell unusual things like I noticed that nobody bid on Yoda.
Nobody bid on Yoda?
Um, and there were a couple of other things that I was surprised that no one bid on, but I'm really excited about the things that people did
Mhm.
bid on, like this brass glass turtle lamp that we have, and we get to sell that. And I'm so excited that that's going to make somebody happy. And there was a minor bidding war for the Shakespeare stuff. And we ended up being King Solomon, I think, and splitting the baby. And then we just have to figure out who gets the game, the free game for that. Oh, and there's Rosa. Hey, everybody. This is
Hi,
Rosa.
this is Rosa. The most important thing that's going to happen this morning is that everyone gets a look at our gorgeous dog.
Rosa,
Rosa, hey, come on, look
hey, look at
around.
everybody. Look,
Look at
wave at the crowd.
everyone.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh, hello.
that made my morning. Okay, well, great. So uh, I guess we can get right to announcing the winners of the auction. And so I'm not going to screen share that, but what I'll do is I'll show people what I'll show our friends what people have won, and who the winners are. And again, if you are interested in that, I think you can still join the event. You might not be able to because I think it might have expired at 10 o'clock. Um, but, uh, but we'll let people know who won what, which of the awesome things that we have. So go ahead and minimize this screen.
Okay, so that means I should go over to that page so I can see what's going on here too. We didn't coordinate this ahead of time. It's just like we're just going to show up and do this thing. So,
And it's, yeah, one comment, flog that junk, baby. It's like, man, we've been flogging. We haven't probably been flogging at full speed ahead, but it's not really in our nature to sell things. Um, and so I just need to find the event here. And how's it going this morning, Yana? How are you doing?
it's good. I just got done with the job interview. Because
That's
it's what I
great.
do recreationally right now, apparently, is job interviews.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just had this like
Great.
super dynamic conversation with four folks in Boston who are doing amazing climate stuff, and
That's
it it,
great.
it was awesome. So fingers crossed that that ends up being where I'm headed soon.
Everybody send Yana all the love and energy so that um, uh, the universe lines up the way that it is supposed to line up. Um, and
Rosa's complaining about that in the background. I don't know if you
I
hear that.
can hear that. That's amazing. Okay, so yeah, so if you go to the event page and go to discussion, that's where all of the stuff is. It's where the auction is.
One of my favorite humans, Spence McClellan,
Yeah,
gets the turtle.
absolutely. Absolutely. So the turtle, which I will show the picture of in a moment, but first we will announce that Spencer is indeed the winner of the brass glass turtle. And then I will show everyone the picture of this turtle when it's lit, because it's presently not. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a screen share. A brief screen share
Rosa just complained herself to sleep.
of the turtle.
Just fell asleep. Aw, so
So
pretty.
this is really nice. It's yeah. I think that it's in some ways it's the thematic item of the whole event, of the whole auction. It was the first thing that I mentioned when I first started promoting the auction. It was the first thing I put in a montage picture, little picture that I made for the event. And so this is great. Congratulations, Spencer, and thank you. And the best thing is that that's local. Um, I mean, it's not the best thing, but it is a good thing. So thank you for your support and enjoy your turtle lamp. We had no buyers for my print for the Principles of Internal Medicine book that's over 2,200 pages long.
Oh my gosh. I might just have to like buy that
Someday,
from our library and take it with me. Okay, wait. So I'm just scrolling down the page here, and the next thing on the page is the talking Yoda. What does Yoda say?
I don't know. I wish I knew. I
You have to
don't.
win to find out what Yoda says.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is our friend Sean, uh, who also lives in town, wins this Thor's hammer
Oh,
toolkit, which I will screen share while protecting everyone's privacy. And I'll show you. It doesn't, I don't have it on the what's inside of it, but it opens up to be a full toolkit. There's a couple of tiny things missing from it. It's otherwise in really, really good condition. I opened up additional pictures of it on the thread for those who want to see what's in it. The handle of that hammer is actually a hammer. So there's a hammer inside that forms the center of the whole thing, and then you open it up. And it's really cool, for home tools and stuff like that. So congratulations, Sean, and for winning that. And thank you so much for your support.
okay. And then you won the next one.
And then I won the next one
You did.
because I told you that I wanted it.
Good.
And
And I did not get into the threatened bidding war with you. I did threaten.
well, there weren't enough bidding wars.
There were not enough bidding wars.
I wish that there had been more bidding wars, but I'm going to go ahead and screen share what I won. It'll be really easy to deliver this one.
So easy. I'm going to hand it to you as soon as we're done.
I actually have it. It's right next to me.
And its pockets is.
So that dial, it has all, you can barely see it on probably on the screen, but that dial has all these we're like the home shopping club of communism. So that dial has all these different cities on it, and gives obviously the time for all of those things as you turn the dial, and it's brass, and it's about the size of a computer mouse, but it's heavy, so it's a paperweight as well, and it's just beautiful. So I'm really happy to have won that, and I appreciate my support. And then we've got, assuming that, oh wait, oh, okay, that was you, that was your comment.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. I've been declaring winners as we go along. So what are we going to do with the Shakespeare set? Are we going to give Sarah the smaller one for
It
$10?
looks to me like the best way for me to interpret this, and both of the both of the scholar slash, so we have, one of our winners is an educator, and the other winner is an attorney, and so they will both appreciate my interpretation of the rules as I understand them. So my interpretation of the rules as I understand them would be that Sarah gets the small book. My best interpretation is that Sarah gets the small book because she bid on the small book and the big book. And then Dan outbid on the big book. And so Dan gets the big book and Sarah gets the small book. I will. So I had said, or we had said, sorry, our rules committee had said, game is free to the highest bidder between the two books.
Oh,
And so that would mean that Dan would get the game as well.
okay.
And I feel kind of bad for Sarah in that scenario, and I will figure out something to make up for it. But I'm happy for Dan because he gets a giant. I'm happy for both of them because that smaller one is beautiful and is in mint condition, and so I'm really happy for both of them. But in a more accurate way, I'm happy for, never mind, that didn't go anywhere. Let me show everybody what we're talking about. So the one in the upper left-hand corner is the illustrated one, and I have these actually right next to me, but so the smaller one is also the complete works. It's not illustrated, but it's just beautifully bound, and it has a little one of those tassel bookmarks. Actually, both of them do.
Mhm.
And so these are both just amazing things, and so I feel actually pretty good about both of the winners of that.
Cool.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for getting into a minor bidding war over stuff that we were selling because you like us.
Mhm.
Um, so nobody wins the books, by the way, according
Yeah,
to the
I was
rules.
just I was just looking
According
to
to the
forward,
rules,
forward over
there
until
were
the next one.
no there was no horizontal bidding,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and there would have had to be horizontal bidding or even bidding, upper bidding. Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
and none of that happened. But everyone did their part.
Right.
And so now we come to
The big thing.
the piece de resistance.
Okay, so I'm nervous because Travis Cram has won the Trump game.
Yeah,
And we
and
had
so
offered that we would do that we could possibly, I'm like, what is Travis going to make us do?
well, Travis wins, and he can ask for the game to be shipped personally to him in the great state of Washington. He can also ask us to destroy the game in some symbolically ritualistic way. He can ask us to play the game.
Mm,
Um,
that's what I'm
uh,
afraid of.
and so it's really the ball is in Travis's court.
Uh-huh.
Um, and,
Listen to
you know,
yourself say that again, Matt.
the, the, what's that? The
Just
ball,
in Travis Cram's court.
the ball is in Travis's court. And here's the game. I'm going to go ahead and share this baby. This is, so I just want to say that this is absolutely the greatest game ever.
It's the
There
best.
is no, it is the best,
It's the best of
the
the
very
best.
best game.
Yes.
Um, and I have no idea how to play it. Um, I've never opened it. I've got it right here, and I'll get out of the screen share and go live with it.
Go live with Donald
We're
Trump.
going live. So this is the game. Uh, it says, "I'm back and you're fired." It looks like someone got it at a garage sale because there's a worn out green sticker on it, or part of a green sticker on it. It takes brains to make millions. It takes Trump to make billions. So the thing that I love the most
It's just
about this
bullshit.
is that we know now, like, this is obviously sort of a long time ago. This is probably what, 10 or 15 years old, right?
Yeah,
Um,
not
and we
Donald Trump
know
cover.
that Trump didn't make billions. We know that actually what Trump has done is lost and stolen billions. He hasn't made that kind of money. And in fact, just today, we heard that the Supreme Court has refused to hear, to block the the disclosure or the seizure of records by the state of New York in their criminal investigation into Donald Trump's financial activities. And so the Supreme Court, including the judges that Trump appointed to the Supreme Court, declined to do his dirty work for him. And so we're about to get, so this is going to be like, it takes brains to make millions. It takes Trump to embezzle, steal, and otherwise uh, um, uh, corrupt you. Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by
I know, by the
uh,
fact that I'm letting the dog.
Rosa. Anyway, Travis Cram is the winner.
He's the best winner.
He's the best. He really, we don't like losers here.
But we do appreciate that there was actually a bidding war for this one. That
There was a bidding war. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Travis, for bidding on this piece. The somewhat disappointing thing is
Sarah,
that,
was it Tyler? Wait.
oh, and Tyler
Tyler,
also
yeah.
bid.
Thank you, Tyler.
Tyler, Sarah, Brandy, and Travis all bid on this. So my one disappointment, I mean, there were a lot of things that I liked that we were selling, and we'll probably sell those again in this format or some other format. But the one that that I was somewhat regretful about, just from my sort of geeking out thing, is this fine copy of the Strand stories of Sherlock Holmes that we were selling, along with these painted figurines that were somewhat Dickensian, I guess, Dickensian, Victorian in their orientation. And so we will probably put those up again in some way or another, or perhaps give them away in return for Patreon subscriptions or other types of support that people can offer. And I guess I would say, in conclusion, to all of this. That first of all, that we really appreciate the support. We absolutely need it. It absolutely is 100% turned around to doing the best that we possibly can, which we often, are not perfect at, in terms of engaging all of the causes and all of the services that we want to provide here. But that is where, it goes to pay those expenses. It goes to pay the expenses of keeping this place running. And we really appreciate that support. And we also just really appreciate that we are able to have a good time with all of you and communicate with all of you. So thank you so much for all of that. We will be having more auctions like this, and we will be selling and trying to move as much of the weirdness that's here that we can't keep as possible. And so we'll let you know about further events like this. In the meantime, we've got a bunch of serious stuff coming up. So that includes
I'll take Rosa off the screen for the serious.
for the serious stuff. That's fine. No, it was great. It's like bonus material to be able to watch you play with Rosa. So what we've got coming up is we've got a great story and great analysis coming up that Derek has been working on about the folly of Wyoming politicians in reference to the fossil fuel industry, as well as their dismissal and sabotagery of renewables. So we're going to be talking about that stuff tomorrow. We've got a bunch of other stuff coming up on our podcasts, including our interview with Brianna and Brianna Joy Lee, and as well as our part 2 of the settlers discussion that we had is going to be coming out. We've got a bunch of other stuff coming out. That's all our podcast that you can support at patreon.com/solidarityhouse. We've got, and then in the coming weeks, we've got a bunch more stuff, but I'm just a little too scattered today to remember everything that we're working on. Because I'm supposed to be on vacation, but I'm delaying my vacation. So anyway, I guess that's it. But thank you, everyone, for your support for the very first of many Solidarity Collective auctions of esoteric things, because we have so many esoteric things here. So that's great, and thank you. And we really appreciate your support. It's rock solid, just like this hammer toolkit.
Thanks.